It is your boy Joseph. So what is up, boys and girls on this horrible social platform called YouTube? Today it is your host Joseph. We are hosting a show of Would I Rather. I have just picked some random would you rather questions and I'm going to be answering them to let you guys know me a little bit better. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first question, and watch to the end for the title question that reveals the deepest part of my depths of character. The first question, would you rather burn to death or drown to death? We start on a very dark note. Alright, how would I like to die? Okay, I think I would, no I don't think, I would rather burn to death because I have a huge fear of water and I'm just now in my life at 19 years old starting to take lessons to learn how to swim. So I'm scared to death of water. I fell in water at one time. I almost drowned when I was a kid. So I figured burn to death, it burns all your sensors away and you can't even feel the pain anymore. Convenient. The second question, would you rather date someone you love or date someone who loves you? Wow. That's a very hard question. We're talking about one-way love. So in other words, I love them but they don't love me back, or I don't love them but they love me. That's a very hard question because I don't want one-sided love, but I guess I would rather date someone that I love. The reason I picked that is because I imagine I would still have feelings for them even if they didn't have feelings for me. So I would still feel kind of good because I love them. But if I'm just dating them because they love me and I don't feel anything, then it really would not feel good to date them at all. So that's kind of a bad description, but I guess I would date someone that I love. Number 3, would you rather lose all of your money or valuables or lose all of your pictures? Wow, it's kind of a tough one. That means giving up all my bank account, my PS4, my computer, all my camera equipment, or giving up my pictures. I think I would rather give up all of my money and valuables because I can rebuild this back up, but I can't go back in time and get younger and take pictures of when I was a kid. You see, you gotta understand me. I have some priceless pictures of when I was a kid. I'm gonna put some of those on the video for you guys. You see, I have some priceless pictures of when I was a kid, and to lose those would be like losing part of myself, and I don't want to do that. Alright, the fourth question is, would you rather be extremely underweight or extremely overweight? I'm already extremely underweight. Alright, number 5, would you rather be rich or would you rather be famous? I would rather be famous because money, you know, I like money and there's some things in my life I would like to be able to buy and do with money, like make a movie. But there would come an extent where that money wouldn't mean anything anymore because I would have everything that I want. At least that's how I feel. I have everything I want now. I don't need anything else. I would rather be famous. That's like one of those deep, dark desires of mine. I want to be known and I want to be an example to people. So I definitely would rather be famous. Alright, would you rather go to jail for 4 years for something you didn't do or get away with crime but always be afraid of getting caught? Oh man. I think I would rather get away with crime but always be afraid of getting caught. I would hate to go to jail. That would be the worst thing that could happen to me because in jail, you know, I'm a very productive guy, but if I can't bring all my camera equipment, I mean, could you imagine me, Joseph Farrell, YouTubing from jail? Do you know what that would look like? It would look horrible. Me making YouTube videos from jail, I would rather get away with crime, but hopefully I won't be committing any crimes. Come on, Joseph. I got these new chairs and they kind of bounce up and down when I sit in them. It's kind of weird. Alright guys, let's keep going. We have some more great questions. Go ahead and comment below some of these. I'm interested to know what some of you guys would answer. Would you rather accidentally kill a child or accidentally kill 3 adults? Oh man, that's a hard question. I would rather kill 3 adults because, you know, they've already lived a good portion of their life and, you know, maybe or maybe not, they don't have a lot of future ahead of them. But if I kill a child, I'm literally killing his whole future and everything he has ahead of him that the adults have already lived. So I'd rather kill the 3 adults. That's a hard question. I would rather not have to accidentally kill anyone. Would you rather be able to run 100 miles per hour or fly 20 miles per hour? I don't want to sound cliche. Everyone dreams of flying. But I don't really know what I would do. I mean, first of all, I'm not really scared of heights, but I think I'd be kind of scared of flying up high in the air. I would rather run 100 miles an hour because I could get places quicker than I could by just flying 20 miles per hour. So definitely run. Okay, would you rather, this is a good one, live alone in a desert with a home or live homeless in a city? This one is easy. I would rather live homeless in a city. Now the reason is because, like, whenever I see homeless people in the city that I live in, I always start to imagine in my mind, if I was homeless, what I would do to get from where they are to be able to get to where I am now. And I started to do daydream, I would do this and this and this and make enough money, and then I would use that money for this, and then I would use the money I make from that for this. It kind of would be like an adventure if I was homeless to get from being homeless to where I am now. So I'd rather be homeless in a city. Alright, would you rather have nobody come for your wedding or nobody come for your funeral? This one's easy. I would rather have nobody come for my funeral because I would be dead and I wouldn't even care. Would you rather never have social media again or never have TV and movies? I would rather never have social media. Social media is kind of like a big waste of time. I don't even really use social media. I use it to post on sometimes, but I'm not like one of those types of guys. I'll get on it maybe sometimes on a daily basis, but it's just for like 5 minutes. I don't really get on social media for any considerable periods of time. Now, movies and video games, that's another case. Like, I will spend as much time as I can get away with because I love them, so I would hate to give them up. Alright, would you rather travel back in time and meet my ancestors or go to the future and meet my descendants? I would rather travel back in time because I really wonder like what my family line was like hundreds of years ago. I bet maybe I had nobility, or maybe I'm related to a bunch of bums, I don't know. But in the future and meet my descendants, I always would hate to do that. Because I'd go to the future and meet all these crummy, horrible people and be like, come on, Joseph, is that the best you could do? Is that the best that you could raise? And I would feel bad about myself. Would you rather know when you will die or know how you will die? I think I would rather know neither. I would rather know how I will die. Because if I knew when I would die, every single day I would think and just look forward with dread to that day that I know I'm going to die. It would ruin the rest of my life, If I knew when I was going to die, it would get to the point where close to where I'm supposed to die, and I would just basically be like, you know what, I'm going to die soon, so I'm just going to lean back and just give up and not do anything. I don't want to do that, Would you rather no Wi-Fi forever or no AC or heat forever? I'm too addicted to my Wi-Fi, bro. I would rather no AC or heat forever, boy! Now the last question. No AC or heat. I don't even use the AC in my house because I'm a miser. I like to save money. Alright, so now the big question. I feel like I'm making some Superman pose. It's like, the big question, guys, is would I rather be successful or would I rather be famous? This is something that I think about fairly often. The answer is I would rather be successful. And I used to want to be famous like so badly. So to a lot of people, you might not think, there's a big difference between successful and famous, but I think there's a pretty big difference. To me, successful is when you get everything done that you need to get done. Like you wake up in the morning and you say, okay, here's what I need to get done today, and you get it all done within the amount of time that you're allowed. In other words, you stay productive, you meet your goals. That's what successful means to me. Most famous people, I would say, are probably successful in their lifestyles, but not all successful people are famous. But if I had to choose being successful with no fame or famous with no success, I would rather be successful. I used to dream all the time, like, I want to be famous, I want people to know my name. And it's like one day, it's just like God spoke to me from heaven, and he was like, why do you want to be famous? And I stopped and thought about it. I was like, I really don't have a good reason. I want to walk down the street and everyone's like, oh, it's that YouTuber Joseph. I watch your videos every day, bro. That would be great. But at the end of the day, how is that really going to make a difference to who I am as a person? How is that really going to make my day better just because someone knows who I am? If you really think about it, being famous, aiming for that as a goal is kind of dumb. So I'd much rather be successful because I could get everything I need to get done. Don't abuse yourselves. Alright, so guys, thank you for checking out this video of me answering what I'd rather questions. So stay tuned to the channel. Hopefully I've got more content coming. I don't know. I'm starting to do a lot more stuff in my personal life, so I may or may not be posting quite as often, but stay tuned. Check out the video description. I want every person on planet Earth to see what I've got below, there is a link I want to share with every person in the world about my personal faith with Jesus Christ. I'm nobody special, but God changed my life, and I want Him to be able to change yours. So if you want to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, check out the video description, and it will change your life, boy. Let it change your life. Hey, hey, whoa, my bananas. No, my bananas, stop.